Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the morning show. I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Scott Kelly's.
Whoop, whoop. How the heck are you today?
Real good. That was a good whoop whoop.
Thank you. I worked hard. It came from deep down.
I thought it was my wind up. I wound you up real good.
It does. It kind of builds that up, and that pressure just it's from the soul.
Yeah.
Deep.
Past the heart to the soul.
There you go.
That's right. It's a beautiful morning in the neighborhood.
What's new with David?
Another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dollar. I hear you.
We went to Little Rock this past weekend, Cabot, but stayed in Little Rock for Cannon's baseball games. He had them Saturday, and they won both games Saturday. And then on Sunday, they won the first one, and then the last one, because fourth one, it was a nail biter to the end. They were up 4-1, and then the other team tied it, and they went in like overtime. However, the time ran out. However they do it in baseball. They just kept playing because they still had to go at bat, and they went at bat and didn't get anything. So the other team went to bat, and then they got to go up again. But the other team, when they went up 7-4, I was like, So they got back up, and they got one more at 5, and that was it. That was it. Got one more. But yeah, it was a back and forth. It came down to the pitchers. It was actually like 2 more innings. It wasn't that quick, and it came down to the pitchers. They brought in their like relief pitchers, and both of them were smoke shows. They were just throwing that ball probably 70, 80 mile an hour. And I was like, why weren't they in there in the beginning? So
saving them
to the end, buddy. And
you only get so many pitches, and
and it worked. I mean, it came down to the pitchers, because the first back and forth they battled through, and then the other team went up, and then it came down to us battling against them. We were up last and got one more run, and then that was it. But it was fun. It was fun to watch. It was a beautiful day. It was kind of cold. Wind was blowing real hard, and that just, if the wind wasn't blowing, that sun was out, no clouds, it would have been real nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, been real good. Real good. Clark, how about you?
I didn't do a whole lot this weekend.
What?
No.
It was just chillax?
It was a chillaxed weekend. I got to say, it was a chillaxed weekend.
That's all right. Sometimes that's overdue.
There you go.
You just want to sit and watch TV, eat some good food, hang out with your woman.
Worked on a couple little projects, but nothing major.
Yeah.
Nothing big.
I've got to find the weekend to work on a pool project.
It's getting about that time.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yes.
It's getting time to open it up.
I don't know about quite opening it, but it's getting close to getting it.
What did you say, about mid-April?
Yeah.
So it can start to warm up through May.
Yep.
And be ready to jump in June.
Get a little solar cover for it and get it where it's warming up early.
Oh, yeah. I got to look into that. Yeah. It just looks like a big
We used to have one, and
it
would kind of surprise me. Put it on there, and we'd leave the pump off, and it'd heat up like the top 6 inches of the water. I mean, to the point where it seemed like it was going to burn you when you touch water. It gets that hot.
Wow.
And then you kick the water on, and it circulates it and evens it out.
Okay. See, I totally dismantled the pump system and put it in the...
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I drained it and put it in the shop. Yep.
That's the best thing to do, and that way you ain't got to worry about it freezing. Or...
Yep, that's what I thought. Had to use the dolly to get the one with the sand in it. It was heavy.
Sucker's heavy.
It was real heavy.
You got a big one, so
yeah. So got to put that back together. First, drainage around it. You know what I mean? I've been talking about that. I got to figure out the drainage to go around it. Build that little deck over the top of it. I got the 4th step for the pool steps. Got to put that. Got to take it back apart, put it back together, put that in it. All the things.
No problem.
I'm glad though. I'm glad it's about time. I'm done with winter.
I don't blame you.
I don't know as if we'll get another cold snap under 36. Do you? 32.
Oh, I don't know about that.
32. Yeah. We'll see. It's 7:05.
We better go.
Start the show. Morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worthy of quality end-of-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. Still a non-for-profit 501c3, there has never been a charge to a patient or their families for hospice care, and this commitment remains a part of their mission. We'll pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, watch over all of those that were affected by the storms and tornadoes, those that lost loved ones, and we hope that you get them as much help as possible, as fast as possible, and just watch over those loved ones and let them know it's going to be okay. Watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedoms. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hospice of the Ozarks. Give them a call at 870-508-1771 and ask them about respite care. If you're taking care of a loved one and you could use a break, give them a call because they can help you with that. As Scooter always says,
got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others.
that's right. And it's okay, too. Don't feel bad about that. Give them a call, 870-508-1771. Let's hear a word from our sponsors, the Z-Team. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call, 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the Morning Show on XL7-TV, the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zadora with Century 21 Lemac Realty. Your best bet for real estate specialist is the Z-Team.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah, they've been doing this for a long time. They make sure and stay up with all the rules and regulations, and lenders have different inspections they want to have done. You're going to want to make sure that you have a professional in the field that knows what they're doing to get to that closing date on time. It's a domino effect, isn't it, Scooter?
It is. It is. You mess up somebody's or yours,
yours,
and you're going to mess up everybody down the domino. I mean, Joe Blow's got to sell theirs in order to buy yours, and you got to sell yours in order to buy the next one. And one hiccup in that whole mess, and it just causes domino effect.
That's right. Don't be caught with the domino missing. And that would be the Z-Team. Make sure you slide them into that spot. Let them take care of you start to finish, dot every I, cross every T, buddy. And I tell you what, they're so good. They have won Diamond Awards. I mean, I don't know all the names of the awards for their customer service because people have taken the time out to write reviews. They get these little emails.
And it's all based on the customer service.
Yeah.
That's what's awesome.
Yeah.
It says a lot for them.
It says everything. As a salesperson myself, it means a lot when you take the time to leave a review of how you did.
Yep.
It really does. So, but let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by the Z-Team on their website. Wow, you went straight to the one that moves around.
Yeah, we had a nice, pretty shot on it.
It is.
We'll go to that one today.
They call the Z-Clips. Brought to you by the Z-Team on their website at retiredarkansas.net. There's the wide-angle view.
You always get the color on the wide angle, and then when Bob's here, he gets the black and white.
Yeah.
It's what usually happens.
Yeah. Well, with the time change,
yeah,
it's a little different now. Beautiful Colorado, Arkansas, the horseshoe bend of the White River. And if you've never been down there, take a little trip. Nice little community. They've got the ballpark you can see there. And the icy cold spring. I mean, maybe you want to do a polar plunge. And if that's the place to do it right there, it's even colder than the lake would be. I'm not doing it, but you can. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, give the Z-Team a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and a plethora of information about the Ozarks. Man, that's a pretty view. Look at the pinks and yellows over there. Yeah. Mountain Home off in the distance to the right. In the center is Missouri, and to the left is Bull Shoals. Man, that's pretty. Let's take a look at the weather. Brought to you by the Z-Team. Better push play, right? There we go. Mountain Home 56, Harrison at 62, Batesville at 50. Yellowville at 51, Marshall at 39, Salem at 50, Mountain View at 39, Calico Rock at 56, West Plains, Missouri at 50, Springfield at 57, Poplar Bluff at 49, and St. Louis at 47. National Weather Radar shows quite a bit of activity still for Wyoming and Colorado and Utah and Montana and North Dakota and South Dakota right there on that line. They're still getting winter, aren't they, Scooter?
They are, and they can have it.
They can have it. Keep it up in the north. Leave us alone down here. It looks like pretty good storms behind all of this computer stuff right there in the Atlantic. It looks like Portland has a little rain. The rest of the country looks like it's in the clear. As long as that stays off the coast, it looks like it's heading east anyway. Arkansas and Missouri, nice and clear today. Gonna be a pretty day. Look at that. There ain't nothing accumulating. I like it. I'll take it. Watches and warnings. So I got too many tabs open this morning. Oh, look at the imaginary line, Scooter. Red flag warning up in Missouri. Pretty much the whole state besides the east side. But then that magical barrier of Arkansas stops it from coming in.
Funny how that works.
I love it. I love it. And all right, is that a wind advisory? It looks like for northwest Arkansas down to Fort Smith.
Yep.
Yeah, that color looks like a wind advisory. They make these colors so close to each other. Arkansas is in the clear for the rest of the state, but northwest Arkansas has a wind advisory. 7-day forecast. Please hold. Today we got partly sunny, then mostly sunny and breezy, high of 78. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a low of 59. Wednesday, mostly sunny and windy, high of 70. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy and breezy, low of 35. And Thursday, we got sunny, high of 56. Look at it, go from 70s to 56. That's not cool. That's cold. Thursday night, it's partly cloudy, low of 36. Friday, mostly sunny, high of 65. Friday night, slight chance of showers at 20%, low of 41. Saturday, we got sunny, a high of 69. Saturday night, at 40% chance of showers, mainly after 1 a.m., partly cloudy with a low around 48. Sunday, showers likely and possible thunderstorm, mostly cloudy with a high near 69. Chance of precip, 70%. And then Sunday night.
You get going that far,
I know, right? We're just going to see what changes. So it says showers, pretty much showers on Sunday. So let's see what it does on Thursday when we're back. Which you'll be back tomorrow with Bob. It'll probably change then. Norfolk Lake water levels at 553.88. Level is 1.88 feet above full pool. They're generating 2. Bull Shoals Lake water levels at 659.08. Level is 0.08 feet above full pool. They're generating 6. Check that out. That's a look at your weather. Brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call, 870-405-0793 for all your real estate needs. With that, we'll take a break. Come back with community news brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When you're up.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This part of Community News is brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Located at 4423 Highway 62 West here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. See orange Kubotas and blue New Holland stretching from one end of the lot to the other. Buddy, they have what you need. They've got construction equipment now with excavators and the little skid steers. They've got the tilt bed trailers,
They've got it all.
RTVs.
And they are packed. Their parking lot, I drove by there yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Their parking lot is packed.
Yes, sir. They've got what you need. Service and parts. Buddy, they got zero
They can
turns.
handle it start to finish. Whether you've got a tractor already that needs service or needs some parts for, they've got you covered. Or they can sell you about anything you need, from attachments to the actual tractor itself to RTVs and
all the things.
construction equipment now. They're just packed.
The specials too, 0% financing for 84 months on select tractors, and you've got 0% financing for 60 months plus a $1,500 additional cash back on select skid steer loaders. So go to their website at ozarksfarmandlawn.com. Give them a call, 870-425-3434. But better yet, just go by and see them in person, because you never know. You go for a little test drive on one, don't like it, try another one. That's my tractor.
The dealership that deals.
The dealership that deals. Very
I
good.
like that.
All right, in community news, we have Mountain Home Military Service Sisters are having their meeting March 28th at noon. Let's see, Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. So that'll be good. Second Amendment Legacy Foundation is having their 2025 fundraising banquet. It's a dinner, auctions, guns, raffles, and family fun while supporting the shooting sports and ensuring the survival of Second Amendment traditions for generations to come. It'll be Friday, April 18th at 5:30 p.m. at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. It's located at 1507 Fairground Drive here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. If you need tickets, call Joanne, 870-424-3535, or you can also contact Bo at White River Firearms, and that is 870-402-9002. Second Amendment Legacy Foundation. Very good. Annual plant sale, Saturday, April 26th. The Baxter County Fairgrounds. Doors open at 9 a.m. They close when the plants are sold, usually by 10 a.m. Scooter is always saying, you better get in line because it goes by fast. You can go to BaxterCountyMG.com for more information about that. And Cast for Kids is having their now second annual Cast for Kids at McKay Park, presented by Farm Bureau Insurance. You can go to castforkids.org/event/McKay Park, and you can register your child. You can also register as a shore volunteer.
If you scroll down, it gives you information on how to contact them. And
Denver and Christie West, you can email them, mckaypark@castforkids.org. You can contact Christie at 870-632-9498.
It's a great program.
It is a great program. They get fishing supplies. Look, they get a little tackle box and a fishing rod. They'll have a T-shirt. There'll be lunch, awards. You know, Arkansas Game and Fish will go and stock the pond the day before. So
it's a great opportunity for kids with special needs to get out there and and do a little fishing
Yeah.
and kind of enjoying life for the day.
Very, very, very good. Very
They're
much so.
definitely needing volunteers still, so give them a call.
Give them a call. Cast for Kids, Denver West and Christie West. Go to castforkids.org. It's easy to find. See, if you go, I'm going to go back here real quick. Oh, I guess their homepage is under home instead of the logo. There we go. You can see it everywhere. Here's events, find an event right here. You scroll down, here's another, find an event. Very easy. Click there, and then you scroll down, and you can see right here, McCabe Park. Click that one, and you're back to where we were. There we go. Real easy.
Walk in the park.
Walk in the park. All right. We have Mountain Home Public Schools. Would like you to join them for a family fun reading event as a part of Read to Succeed, an initiative to provide literacy resources and encourage family encouragement. Come enjoy lunch, fun activities, and special book reading. All families will receive a take-home bag with literacy resources, including a book. It'll be Monday, April 7th at 5:30 p.m. at the Kindergarten Center, 1310 Post Oak Road. You can go to their Facebook page. This was posted on March 12th, so you have to scroll back a little bit. But yeah, meal provided, free event. That'll be good. And then spring break at the LC Salmons Youth Center, Monday, March 24th through Friday, March 28th, ages 8 to 14 years old. $4 a day for non-members and $40 per yearly membership. That's a bargain. $40 a year.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
That's a bargain. They'll have all kinds of fun for the kids that week. And then they'll also have their spring carnival April 12th. More information will be provided later on that. And there you go. That's a look at the community news brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with our Baxter County Library, or Donald W. Reynolds Baxter County Library is.
There
Scooter.
you go.
Scooter likes to put it.
Be right back.
All right.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with our very own Donald W. Reynolds, Baxter County Library. We have Jamie Vann, Adult Services Coordinator, and Andrea Belt, the Marketing Coordinator and Graphic Designer. Thank you for joining us this morning.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Yeah. Well, Andrea, you've been on before, so we'll start with Jamie. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to work at the library.
Sure. I was working at a nature center for a very long time, and I finally got to a point where I needed to get back home to the Ozarks, and I said, I'm done here, and I moved back down to the Ozarks, found a place south of Yellowville, and I hung out for a while, and then I decided it was time to look for a job, and I just happened to see a job posting at the library with programming, and I enjoyed programming at the nature center and thought I'd give it a shot at a library, and luckily they hired me, so
Yeah.
I'm here. We do a lot of adult programs at the library,
Yes,
and
you
that's
do.
what I do. I do the adult programming. I'm the Adult Services Coordinator, and I'm really excited about our new exhibit that is now up and running. It opened yesterday. It's called Americans in the Holocaust, and this exhibit is one of only 50 libraries in the U.S. have it this round. They had a round of 50 libraries earlier, and we were selected, and this is called Americans in the Holocaust because instead of focusing on what was going on in Europe, we were focusing on what was going on in America, and we're asking the question, what more could have been done? And we're asking the question, what did Americans know? And so we will answer the question, what did Americans know? There's a lot of information about that, but we want people to answer the question, what more could have been done for themselves? It's about asking questions, not necessarily answering those type of questions. So it really is raising questions about what was going on in America at the time that informed our decisions. Did Americans help people? Did Americans have the knowledge to help people at the time? And how did we respond when we found out about the Holocaust? How did we respond not just as a government, but as individuals?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really great exhibit, and we have some really great programming going on with it.
Yeah, that's why I brought Jamie with me, because she's the head of a lot of the programming that we've got coming up over the next 6 weeks to go along with this exhibit. So thought you might want to get it from the source.
Definitely. What can they expect to see there? Are there banners that have information, or what is it that's there?
So we start with a little TV screen in a panel, and it's not talking, it's just going to show you some information about what was going on in America at the time. And then as you go through, there are several large panels that are in the library, and as you go through those, you can read information. And every couple of panels, you're going to find a kiosk with an iPad type system, a tablet, and one of them is going to have newspapers from the time. And so you can actually look at a couple of articles from Arkansas or a couple of articles from a different state. You get to choose. And you can look at those articles of headlines and information of what Americans would have known. And then as you go through, you're also going to learn more about the war and what was going on. When it came to that, there's one that talks about where the troops were. There's a panel that talks about the blocks to immigration, so you can actually look at that one, and it'll actually talk to you and tell you a little bit about a specific example of a ship that was turned back from Cuba because they had accidentally bought the wrong immigration paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have a little bit of interactive, and you have a lot of reading. So we do have guided tours as well. A lot of schools are going to be coming through. We're going to be very busy with school groups, but there are some openings for public groups as well. If anyone has a group, they need to get in there.
Yeah. How would they schedule that? To just contact the front office, or?
They can contact the front office, who will put them in touch with me. We also have a system online where if they go to our calendar and they see that there's a public tour being offered at a time, they can actually do a reservation through that. So we have a couple of different ways.
And you can find that on the calendar, or you can find that on the exhibit page.
Yes.
It will be to the right of that exhibit page. We've got all the exhibit programming pulling to that exhibit page specifically, so you don't have to try to filter through everything on our calendar, because even with the exhibit going on, we've still got all of our normal programming still going on too. So we are very, very busy.
Okay.
So all those programs right there to the right are going to be Holocaust focused programming to go, or exhibit focused programming to go along with the Americans and the Holocaust exhibit.
Yeah. So you go to baxtercountylibrary.org or baxlib.org, and right here, programs and services, you've got a calendar here, but to your right is exhibits, and that's how I jumped straight to this page, and Americans in the Holocaust. And so you can see March 17th, March through, what am I seeing? I see April.
Now, that's our reflection room. Do you want to tell them about the reflection room, Jamie?
Sure. So at the very end of the exhibit, we have one of our small study rooms, small conference rooms, has been set up with sticky notes and pens. And after going through the exhibit, sometimes people will have a lot of feelings. And it's good to stop a moment and to pause and to reflect on what you saw and your thoughts and feelings about it. And if you have one you want to share, please write it on a sticky note, stick it to the wall. Keep it family friendly, please. But,
right.
We encourage people to share their thoughts and reflections on how they felt as they experienced the exhibit and the things that they learned. So it's a good way to just pause for a moment in your day.
Definitely. Let's see. Guided tour should take about 30 to 45 minutes. Well, look at the time. So it starts March 17th, going through April 24th. And
it looks like there's one on the 21st. That might be our first one.
There we go. Americans in the Holocaust Guided Tour,
Yep.
9 to 11, all ages, March 21st.
And we will be adding more as more of our volunteer docents are available.
Do you need more volunteers, or is some of the Friends of the Library helping?
We do have Friends of the Library that are helping.
Yeah.
We have our second training where they'll get a guided tour today. We did one, but we have another one, and hopefully after that we'll have a few more dates where they're signing up to do some guided tours. I have a really great group, some fun people, so you should come and join them.
Yeah, that'd be great. Now, a lot of questions. I see questions on here that I don't even know the answers to. I mean, one of the things I had seen, the United States alone could not have prevented the Holocaust, but more could have been done to have saved, some of the 6 million Jewish citizens who were killed. I mean, it was a horrible time in societies.
Yeah, there was a lot going on everywhere.
Yeah. And it's good that we have these that go around. So you say 50 libraries across the U.S., not necessarily picked in 50 states, or do you think...
They all just applied for the grant, and so...
And then it was...
Yeah, and you might hear two numbers. You might hear 50 and you might hear 100, but they do 50 at a time, and they spread that out over 3 years, and it just travels along.
Yeah.
They map us out, and they just travel the exhibit along all across the United States. And I think we are only the second library in the entire state to actually get the grant to have it come.
Very lucky then. Yeah, that's excellent. Very good. March 17th through April 25th. You want to go by, so you can just go by and walk around and do your own thing.
Self-guided tours are always welcome.
Yeah.
I just want to say that if you're not as great with dates like me, Plant Swap is it'll be that Saturday. It'll still be up on the 26th, so come to Plant Swap, and then you can walk through the exhibit. That'll probably be your last chance because we'll be taking it down after that. So if you need a little reference there. I also wanted to mention that tonight is one of our first programs relating to the exhibit. Our book club has read a book called The Sunflower by Simon Wiesenthal, and we will be discussing that book tonight. It's a fascinating account that really asks a deep question. It was written by a concentration camp victim who was in a forced labor camp, knew that he could die at any moment, and as he was working on the hospital grounds, he was taken to the bedside of a prisoner who wanted to receive absolution, I believe is the word, for the atrocities he had committed as a German soldier.
Yeah.
And the Jewish prisoner walked away without forgiving him. And his question is, should I have forgiven him? And
that's a tough question.
It's a very tough question. At the end of the book, there's several opinions shared by a lot of people, from the Dalai Lama to different priests or different people throughout the world that are pretty well known. So just asking that question, and you have to read that account and just think to yourself, what would I have done?
Yeah.
And can you forgive someone for something they didn't do to you personally? And it's a very difficult question, but a very good book.
Yeah. Some would say the forgiveness is more for you than them.
Yes.
To let it go.
Yes.
So you don't make it a part of your life anymore. You forgive them, don't ever want to see them again.
And move on.
Maybe you don't wish them ill will, but yeah, that's got to be the toughest question ever, to give somebody, not absolution, but I don't know, what would it be if you did forgive them? To them, what would it mean to them?
Right.
And I can understand not wanting to give them that. Yeah, very much so.
Very good question.
Yeah. See, all the questions and
Lots of
hopefully
questions.
answers, or maybe opinions. Like you said, with that one, it was, the Dalai Lama gave their opinion on it, everybody, but I mean, it's.
And something interesting on this exhibit, there's actually quite a few polls on the panels of the exhibit. So they were actually polling American citizens and getting their opinions on some of these things. And it's a little shocking to see the number of people who were sympathizing, but also the number of people who sympathized and said, we don't want anything to do with it. Like, we're busy enough with our own devices. We've got the Great Depression we're worrying about and everything else. So,
and was that based on the information that they were getting at the time?
Right.
I mean, you're looking at, it was more of newspapers. And so it's interesting that you'd say you could read the Arkansas newspapers compared to other states, because I don't think it was a one-size-fits-all kind of like it is now. It seems like every program you watch on the news, they're saying the exact same thing over and over and over. Whereas back then, it wasn't so interconnected between somebody owning 50 companies across the U.S. and sending out one press release.
Yes.
As they had their own system and their own writers, and they were writing whatever they thought was pertinent at the time. So it would be interesting to read an Arkansas newspaper to see what they were saying about the war compared to another state, and what they were saying, and that's how people develop their opinion.
You can do it with all 50 states. There's an entire United States map, and there's articles from every state. So that one's really a neat kiosk. You'll want to go and spend some time on that one.
So the exhibit is from the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum and the American Library Association. They're the ones who provided the grant and have put the exhibit together. And the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum has a ton of information on their website, including where a lot of people put energy and work into getting these newspaper articles compiled, and you can look at even more newspapers on their website.
Yeah, very good. That's very interesting. We should go by there and read some of that. I like reading the news. That's more of my thing. I just read the news. So I would like to go back and read some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, what else is on the agenda? You guys, so every once in a while, I'll pull up the library and we'll go through the program guide. And you had put out the January, February, and then like in the middle of February, maybe the beginning, you'd put out March through April. And I was like, they are on the ball.
Yes.
But it's always packed with so much stuff.
Yes.
And, I write down, the programs and events, children and tween, teen, adult. I worked there for a little bit. I was there 3 months. And you stay so busy trying to come up with new ideas, but also the existing ideas. So just what else is going on?
It's like you're just stacking it on.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's okay. I think we're a good team. We kind of take things as they come, and we really work hard to put these programs together and work together and fill in holes where we need to fill in holes. So
Always coming up with new ideas, constantly receiving suggestions from people that come to the library as well that we attempt to work in. It doesn't always happen, but we attempt to work them in. For families, if you're looking for a family activity on Saturday, we have an exhibit program. It's Remembering the Children of the Holocaust. We have some youth from the Playhouse that are going to be there. They're going to be reading ID cards from children who were victims of the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Some of them survived, some of them didn't. And while we do that, we're going to be painting butterflies as a memory and a symbol of hope. Symbol of hope for the future.
Yeah.
And as they paint those butterflies and listen to those stories, I want to make sure people realize that it wasn't just soldiers and adults who were victims of the Holocaust, but there were a lot of children that were involved in it as well. And you get to take a butterfly home as well as leaving one at the library for an exhibit.
Very nice. It makes me think of Anne Frank.
Yes.
When we went to, my wife and I went to Amsterdam, we went through that building, the apartment, and back in the
Frank's
back.
House, yeah.
We went through there, and the writings that she had done. And I hate to say it, not being informed or just forgot, I didn't know who she was. And my wife was like, how do you not know who Anne Frank is? And I was like, and I can't remember how old she was.
Like 12?
12, 13.
13,
and they were hiding in the back of this apartment, and then got caught, and she sadly didn't make it through it, and people found her writings. So yeah, it affected everybody, little children to senior citizens.
Yes.
And a lot of times Anne Frank is some of the only exposure that people do get to this situation that happened, and this is an opportunity for them to kind of get some in-depth information that maybe you don't get from Anne Frank.
Yeah.
Her story is still just as important, but there's even more details that we don't know.
Yeah.
And we do have Anne Frank related programming because
Oh, good.
an hour after we finish our Remembering Children of the Holocaust, the youth from the Playhouse will actually be doing dramatic reading from the Diary of Anne Frank and the memoirs of Mrs. Gazel. Is that the
I
right
think
name?
that's the right name.
She was one of the neighbors who helped feed Anne Frank and her family at the time, who was an employee of her father, Meep Gazel, I believe. And they'll be doing that for us, followed by a discussion. We have a lot of information from the Holocaust Memorial Museum that provides us with a good guide for some discussion afterwards.
Yeah.
And later in April, on April 12th, we're going to have a discussion of the book When We Flew Away, which is a fictional account of Anne's life before she got her diary. So it's fictional. And then the families that come to that for that discussion are actually going to be making a little time capsule, because in a way the Diary of Anne Frank is a time capsule. It's one of the ways we can understand what was going on at the time. So we thought it would be a nice combination to have that time capsule component to that activity.
If you'd like to see their program guide with what they're talking about right now, you can go to backslib.org, and under programs and services you can drop down and see program guide, and here is for March through April for those dates and times that we have in these events and programs. I think, there we go. You can zoom in a little bit. There you go. Remember the Holocaust Children, Saturday, March 22nd, 11 a.m. Paint a ceramic butterfly in remembrance of the child victims of the Holocaust, while the youth from the Twin Lakes Playhouse read their stories and biographies. So I love that to have these. You can find it online. You can go by and pick one up at the Baxter County Library. The Chamber of Commerce has them up as well.
There's oftentimes they're at the library on the college campus as well, so if you ever stop by there, just about anywhere.
Yeah. Well, it's 7:42. You want to take our last break? We'll take our last break, and we'll come back with more from the Baxter County Library.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with the Donald W. Reynolds Baxter County Library. We have Jamie Vann and Andrea Belt, and they're talking about their exhibit that is going on now, Americans in the Holocaust exhibit, March 17th through April 25th. And this program guide has a lot more for adults and teens and tweens, and I don't even know what all you want to cover, so I'll let you just pick something out of it. And I've got the program guide up here. Just let me know which one you're at and we can pull that up. What do you want to start with first? What was
You talk about the book club here?
Absolutely. We have a book club where we will be talking about the book They Called Us Enemy. And that book is by George Takei. He is the Star Trek actor who played Sulu.
Yeah.
So he was actually in one of the Japanese American internment camps here in Arkansas, and he wrote a graphic novel which is appropriate for 5th grade and up, and it's about his experiences in that internment camp, and we will be discussing that book in our next book club, which will be in April on the 15th. A little bit before that program, we'll actually be looking at some photographs of the internment camp, as well as listening to some of George Takei's remarks when he was at the McGehee Museum there, where the internment camps used to be, for one of their anniversaries of the museum there.
Yeah, that's interesting. I had no idea he was in one of those camps.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of people that just know him as a Star Trek actor, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think that book will be a very interesting one for book club, because we don't usually do graphic novels. We usually are reading other kinds of books, so it'll be fun. We also have our plant swap, which I briefly mentioned earlier. So we will be having a lot of people who have extra plants. We'll bring them in. If you have extra plants, feel free to bring them in. And if you have seeds that you're not planting, please bring those to us as well. We do have a seed library at the Baxter County Library, and you can take a packet of seeds with you whenever you come to visit the little seed library. And you can also leave seeds for us so that we can share them with other people. We want to have as many people growing seeds as possible. And I know when I buy a packet of seeds, I don't need to plant the whole thing.
Right.
It's a lot of seeds, usually. So I like to share them with other people, and one way to do that is by bringing them to the library so they can be put out for other people to take.
It seems people love doing that. 11th Annual Baxter County Plant Swap, Saturday, April 26th, 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. And a lot of people.
We also
11:30.
recommend you get to that one a little early too, because by 11:30 things are.
It should be 11:30 a.m. It should.
That's okay. That's
wow.
okay.
Good catch there.
There will not be anyone at the library at 11:30
Please don't show up that late.
The plants will be gone.
Let's do 11:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m.
A.m.
It happens.
Please.
Look how much is in here. As a graphic designer standpoint, perfection. It happens. And you're great at your job. But so does that. It's
it just
okay.
happens.
I think people know.
You look at it 5,000 times and turns
and
into
your
blobs.
eyes start to blur. And
yes.
The screen starts to burn your retinas.
Yes.
I'm with you, girl.
I know how that goes.
Anyway, but that's people love going to that. That's
they
always
do.
very busy.
It's always, and usually we're right there, right around the same time as the
Same
big
day.
Master Gardener
We
one.
like to do it on the same day. They like to have us do it on the same day.
So it just brings
So we
all the
work
plant
together.
people out. So the plant people will be out and about on April 26th. Just FYI.
What else we've got?
If you're into anime, we have Anime Mini-Con on Saturday, April 5th from 10 to 1. It's a lot of fun for teens and adults. And anyone who likes to dress up in a costume and come to that kind of a thing.
If you need a sneak peek at some of the prizes, definitely stop by the teen department. They've got their display case all decked out. Ruth always does a great job with that display case, but they've got a ton of stickers, little figurines in there, some pins, all kinds of things, and they do a wonderful job with that. Just remember, family-friendly cosplay contest, please. No weapons at the library. We just don't want to scare the kiddos. Yeah, we've got some littles that come, and so we just don't want to scare them.
Yeah. Anime Minicon, Saturday, April 5th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Anime-themed activities and family-friendly cosplay contest. Oh, the contest will be good. Because some of them really get decked out.
They really go hard on it. We like to see all that creative energy they put into this. It really is great.
Definitely. Very good. What else we got? There's just so much on here. We can't talk about it all.
We guess we should hit spring break before spring break hits next
Right.
week. So we are planning a spring break staycation. We usually do some kind of staycation themed thing, but in our program guide on the right hand side under that family column, that's going to be all of our spring break programming. It starts with Monday, runs through Friday. We've got a Lego brick build along, a technology Tuesday where if you come in with your kids, you can come downstairs and play the video game systems we've got, check out the launch pads. We're going to do a board game day on Wednesday. craft extravaganza on Thursday. I practiced that before I got here.
That's probably a good idea.
And then everybody's favorite, Free Book Friday. So if you come to the library, you check out 10 books, you get a free book to take home. Keep it forever.
Oh, very nice.
We're really excited about all of that. And of course, we're going to get a new story walk in. It's in. It's already in. So we've got that in. And Miss Amy is going to do a guided story walk on April the 22nd. That's a Tuesday from 4 to 4:30. And she's always got some kind of craft and fun things. And she leads everybody along the story walk. And it's just a good time.
Tell us how that works. That's at ASU Mountain Home.
Yes.
The west side, park on the west side.
Yes,
and
right
start
there
walking.
at the trailhead.
Yeah, at the trailhead, and then they've got these boards out there.
They're just story walk boards. They're kind of at an angle, and inside we it's a lot of work, really. We've got to buy a couple copies of the book, and we have to actually disassemble the book and tear it apart, laminate it, get all the pages in the right order. I do all the action cards along the bottom, so I have to read the story, kind of get the feel for it, design all the cards to go along with it, and then Amy and Bill go over there and they fight the weather, they fight the wind, they fight the rain. They're like the postman, they get those stories in. Yes, they get them in, and we try to update those every quarter, I believe. So, and with our walking trail going in soon, I think we're also hoping to install a second story walk or definitely some literary themes.
That's going to connect.
It's going to connect. It's going to connect.
Across
There'll be
201.
A crosswalk right there.
Yeah.
So the city actually got that part of the grant for the crosswalk, and then we've got our grant for the walking trail. So we're all just going to interconnect there. So we're really excited about that.
Definitely. Now, when it crosses over to the library, where will it trail around the library, or is it?
It will.
Yeah.
We're planning on doing all around the library. Most of the trail the bulk of it should be in that property that you see as you come up to the left. Our foundation owns that property, so a lot of it's going to be right there, but we are going to go all the way around that library because we are hoping to have some literary themed stops along the way, and you never know what we're going to come up with next.
I know, right? Because they're always coming up with something. Very good. Story walk. ASU Mountain Home, Tuesday, April 22nd, 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Join Mrs. Amy for a special story walk event. Not a Stick by Antoinette Portis. Meet us at the James and Sally Moore Recreational Trailhead. So, very good. All right, we've got a few. We still got about 8 minutes left. What else we got on here? There's just everything, all ages, tween, family, the early literacy.
Of course. Friends of the Library. You can always join the Friends of the Library. Their final March Madness book sale is going to be this weekend, and this is going to be the children's book sale. So they'll have kids' books. It's not in this program guide because we had to reschedule it. This is made up from our kickoff sale for the year. What was that, February?
March.
That first initial sale we have in February, we got snowed out, and as we're so busy, it's impossible to find 3 days together in the Knox room for them to hold that sale. Everything there's just between the meetings and our programs, it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
So we decided to come up with March Madness makeup used book sales, which is a mouthful, but it works, and we've had the last 2 Saturdays, we've had a sale. We started with fiction, and then we went to nonfiction, and we're going to do kind of just everything that's left after that. So, and kids' books, which will be almost separate. They'll be downstairs in the children's area, so maybe we can catch some of the families as they're going by.
There you go. It's a good idea.
And then their next meeting is going to be April 30th. It is Tales from a Beekeeper. We are getting James Ryan to come to the library, and he's going to just share his bee stories with us, his beekeeping journey. And if you drive through downtown at all, I think you may have seen those beehives off to the side of the road right there, right past the sheriff's station and all that. So we're going to find out why his bees are buzzing downtown and all kinds of things.
Very good.
This one hasn't happened yet either.
Oh, and we skipped. Okay, I skipped ahead, guys. I'm in April. It's March the 26th. We are going to have The Art of the Fly inside Wapsie Fly Co. So I had never heard of Wapsie Fly Co. until our new we have got a new vice president. He does all of our programming. He is the one that scheduled this program for us, and I had never heard of Wapsie Fly Co. at all, but apparently it's world renowned. This is a fly that is very popular, and we're going to find out how they do it. We're going to get a live fly tying experience as well. I've only ever seen kind of little videos of it, but it should be interesting. So if you like fishing, you like fly fishing, this will be one you want to come to. It's always free. You don't have to register. Just show up. They make snacks, guys. They have cookies.
Nice.
They try to bribe us with all the snacks.
Right.
So they would love to have us.
Very good. The Art of the Fly, inside Waspy Fly, Wednesday, March 26, 1:30 p.m. Learn about flies and how they are made with Tom Shoemaker? Yeah. And witness live flying tying with his son Zach. I tell you, some have said that if you get the bug for fly fishing, you never look back.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah.
It looks fun. It also looks difficult.
Definitely.
I'd get tied up in that.
I'm afraid I'd hit myself with the hook.
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
no.
Yeah. I've never done it before. Have you, Scooter?
I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never tried it before.
I'm
with
It's a lot
I'm
of
with Jamie.
work,
I'm
but-
afraid it's going to come back and catch my ear, and I'm going to be
Yes.
like, I'm out.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work at first, but then once you get the hang of it, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, we'll just continue on. I think this last page, we were showing Celebrate National Library Week, drawn to the library April 21st through 25th.
So that was, since we talked about little errors here, that's one that we kind of overlooked as well. We are actually going to be doing National Library Week starting April 6th, because I believe the dates are actually April 6th through the 12th, and we just kind of overlooked that.
Well, that's good. We're bringing
Yes.
this to the attention.
Yeah.
So everybody knows.
We are actually just going to go ahead and extend that all the way through to the 25th, because you can't go
Why not?
wrong with extending it, right?
Yeah.
So this is just an extra long chance for you guys to come in and get some fine forgiveness. So we do this a couple of times throughout the year. Our main one is our blood drive. Jamie does a really good job with our blood drives. You can always come in and get $25 of fine forgiveness if you donate blood at our blood drive at the library. But this is our other opportunity that we do every year, is celebrating National Library Week. We will pick a local charity or organization, and we ask them, what do you need? What can we get that you need?
Yeah.
And then we make a list and we put it out to our patrons, and we try to kind of equate the cost of the item with how much you get in fine forgiveness, so that it kind of feels equal. So this year we decided that we are going to partner with ASUMH, and they have a food pantry. I don't know if anybody knows that, but they do. They've got a food pantry, and it's for their students. When I was in college there, I actually used this pantry a time or two, and one thing that they have there that's super important for the students is diapers. They have items that single parents need to help them get through their day-to-day so that they can focus on their college classes. And this is super important that we support them and help surround them with community support, so that way they can keep doing things like that, because without those things, I don't know that I would be where I'm at today, because I was able to get through college. I was able to put diapers on my baby so that I could go to class and things like that. So that's why some of these things on here are not food, even though it is a food pantry. So we've got baby wipes for $5, 3 cans of canned food equals $5 in fine forgiveness, soap bars equals $5, toothpaste $5, any antiperspirant, deodorant, we're going to do $10 on that, and then diapers size 5, 6. We know we oftentimes we forget about those kiddos that are in that size 5 and 6, because they're kind of bigger, but they go through diapers quite a bit too. So we're actually going to do the full $25 right there. You can get up to $50, but we're going to do a $25 if you bring in a pack of 5, 6 diapers. So
Excellent. And even if you don't have fines, you can still donate.
Please do. If you don't have fines, we will actually set that money aside, and we will pay it forward to accounts that we have that do have fines, and we mostly try to do that with children. So think of that as you're helping a kiddo out at the library get their fines paid off.
Very good. We've got about 30 seconds left. Jamie, it's nice to meet you.
You
Thank
too.
you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, definitely. So many things going on. Andrea, I would do a great job with your program guide.
Thank you.
Little tweaks sometimes happen.
Of course,
it's
of
okay.
course. We strive to be perfect,
I
but
know, right?
It's
But
okay.
If we had another hour, we could just go on with everything that you guys do.
We really could.
Yeah, we could continue. Go by the Baxter County Library, grab one of those program guides. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for joining us this morning. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
All right.